Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we will discuss on chapter 3, generation of high voltage. As we can see, there is a 4 subtopic in this chapter. Basically, for the first subtopic is just an introduction of this chapter. Therefore, I will skip this part. So, to make it short, we will start with the subtopic 3.2, generation of high voltage alternating current, or can be called as generation of HVAC. So, the principle of the generator is to generate the HVAC voltage. So, how to generate? So, to generate the HVAC, we need a transformer to step up the voltage. There are 3 types of HVAC generator, or 3 types of transformer, which is straight transformers, cascaded transformers, and then transformers. However, before we go further to each type of transformer, we need to learn the general characteristic of the testing transformer. So in general, equipment used in power system is usually in 3-phase type. However, a generated test voltage applied to the testing equipment or sample is in single phase. Thus, only one phase of the insulation equipment can be tested at a time. So, at the same voltage rating, testing transformer typically have much lower kVA rating than the power transformer. So, simply words, kVA testing for the transformer is lower than power. This lower kVA rating is due to the usual short duration testing and smaller current produced. Thus, cooling of the winding will not be a major problem. And then also the flux density in the testing transformer is kept lower than the power transformer. The flux density of testing transformer is lower than power transformer. Why is it like that? Because to avoid high magnetizing current that contain harmonics that may distort the output test voltage. And finally, testing transformer also more compact in the design with well-insulated high voltage winding. So from this note, we can conclude that general characteristics of testing transformer are lower kVA and lower flux density compared to the power transformer, but have more compact design. So as you can see from this slide, we need to learn about the construction of testing transformer. So usually the construction of testing transformer is using all insulated natural cooling test transformer. There are 2 types of construction, which is tank type and insulated enclosure type. So as we can see from this slide, the tank type doesn't have number 8, which is the insulated enclosure, while the insulated enclosure type doesn't have number 6 and 7, which is bushing and metal. So we will go in detail So we start with the tank type. So the construction of tank type, we can see at the left figure. So the core and the winding are enclosed in the metal container, and the surface provide the natural cooling. And then having the tank type have problem with the high working voltage due to high cost of the bushing and the large space of requirement. So may contain less quantity of oil than the insulated enclosure type. Thus have small thermal constants. And then the tank type have high heat dissipation through the insulated enclosure and is required bushing. Insulated enclosure type, the core and the winding are enclosed in the insulating cylinder, so contain a relatively large quantity of oil and so have large thermal time constant. Where is it the large quantity of oil? Here, from this to this and to this. And then small heat dissipation through the insulated enclosure, and finally no bushing is required.